Welcome to this New York Tech ITS training on using Microsoft Copilot with Claude. Whether you're a faculty member preparing for a new semester, a researcher tackling a complex literature review, or a staff member managing the day-to-day operations of your department, artificial intelligence is now one of your most powerful tools, and it just got even more powerful. Microsoft 365 Copilot, the AI assistant built into the tools you already use, like Word, Outlook, Excel, and PowerPoint, has expanded its capabilities by integrating Anthropic's Claude Opus model. This means you now have access to some of the most advanced AI reasoning available directly inside the Microsoft apps you use every day. In this training video, we'll walk you through what Claude is, where to find it, and, most importantly, how you, as a member of the New York Tech community, can use it to save time, deepen your research, create better course materials, and streamline your administrative work. Let's get started. So, what exactly is Claude, and why does it matter for your work? Claude is an AI model developed by Anthropic, a leading AI safety company. The model now integrated into Microsoft 365 Copilot is Claude Opus, Anthropic's most capable and advanced reasoning model, and it's available across multiple touchpoints in your Microsoft 365 environment. Here's why this integration is such a big deal. First, deep reasoning. Claude excels at tackling complex multi-step problems, the kind of nuanced analysis that academic and administrative work often demands. Whether it's synthesizing a 50-page report or evaluating competing arguments in a research area, Claude is built for it. Second, a massive context window. Claude can process more than 200,000 tokens of text at once. That's the equivalent of multiple large documents, spreadsheets, or entire research papers simultaneously. This is especially valuable when you're working with large datasets, lengthy grant applications, or multi-chapter documents. Third, natural, polished writing. Claude's language generation is known for producing more human-like, nuanced prose. Microsoft's own internal testing found that Claude produces more polished and professional writing, something that matters a great deal in academic communications and course materials. Fourth, and critically for a university environment, your data is protected. Anthropic operates as an official Microsoft sub-processor, meaning your organizational data is governed by the same Microsoft Data Protection Addendum that covers all of your Microsoft 365 services. Your data is never used to train Anthropic's underlying models. And fifth, seamless integration with tools you already use. Claude works within the Microsoft 365 environment you're already familiar with. No new platform to learn, no separate login. It meets you where you already work. One of the best things about Claude's integration into Microsoft 365 Copilot is that it's accessible in multiple places, some where you actively choose it, and some where it's already working for you automatically in the background. Let's walk through each. Start by opening the Microsoft 365 Copilot app at copilot.microsoft.com and signing in with your New York Tech credentials. Make sure you're signed in with your institutional account, not a personal Microsoft account, so your data is protected under the university's enterprise terms. Right within Copilot Chat, you'll find a model selector dropdown in the top right. Click it, and you'll see Claude Opus listed as an option, alongside other available models. Selecting Opus here lets you use Claude's advanced reasoning for any chat-based task, asking questions, summarizing content, drafting text, or working through complex problems, all from the main Copilot Chat interface. The second access point is the Researcher Agent, found in the left sidebar of the Copilot app. Researcher is designed specifically for deep analysis, synthesis, and complex reasoning, and it has its own dedicated Claude activation. Inside Researcher, click the same drop-down menu to select and activate Claude Opus. This is especially well suited for tasks like literature reviews, synthesizing multiple sources, and generating structured research summaries, which we'll demonstrate in detail in the next section. The third access point is one you might not have expected. Copilot opened directly inside Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. When you click the Copilot button in the ribbon of any of these apps, a Copilot sidebar opens within the application itself. Inside this panel, you'll find the same model selector dropdown. Select Claude Opus, and you're now using Claude's advanced reasoning right inside the app you're already working in, without switching to the Copilot app or a browser tab. This is a seamless way to use Claude's writing and analysis capabilities while your document is right in front of you. One important thing to keep in mind: for Copilot to work inside the desktop versions of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, your file needs to be saved to OneDrive. If your document is only saved locally on your computer, the Copilot panel will not be available. Saving to OneDrive also ensures your work is backed up and accessible from anywhere, so it's a good habit regardless. The fourth access point works a little differently, and this one is worth paying attention to. Inside the Copilot app, you'll find dedicated agents for Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. These agents are designed to help you create full documents, spreadsheets, and presentations from scratch, directly from the Copilot interface. You'll notice there's no model selector dropdown in these agents, and that's not a missing feature. It's because Claude is already running automatically under the hood. Microsoft has built these Office agents on Anthropic's Claude models, meaning every time you use the Word, Excel, or PowerPoint agent in the Copilot app, Claude is already the engine powering your output, producing polished, well-structured documents, spreadsheets, and presentations without you needing to configure anything. Here's a quick reference for all four access points. In Copilot Chat, Research, and in the Copilot panel inside your apps, you actively select Opus from a dropdown. And in the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint agents inside the Copilot app, Claude is already running for you automatically. No action required. Please note that in the drop-down menu, Claude is not the default, so you will need to reselect it anytime you refresh or open a new page. Let's look at a real-world scenario. Imagine you're a faculty member preparing a literature review for a grant proposal on climate adaptation policy. You have a stack of sources, prior publications, and a tight deadline. Here's how Claude Opus in the Researcher agent can help. Open the Researcher agent in the Copilot app and select Opus from the drop-down menu. Once activated, you're working with Claude Opus's full reasoning capability, the most powerful option available for complex research tasks. Type your research prompt. The more specific you are, including the topic, the structure you want, and any particular focus areas, the better your results. Claude Opus's large context window means it can hold and reason across a substantial amount of text and source material simultaneously, making it ideal for synthesis tasks like this one. Claude returns a structured, well-reasoned summary, organized by theme, with relevant authors and a clear identification of research gaps. This kind of synthesis would typically take hours to compile manually. Notice the depth and coherence of the reasoning. This is where Opus's advanced capabilities are most visible. From here, copy your output into a Word document. Once you're in Word, open Copilot from the ribbon and select Opus from the Model dropdown. So you're continuing to work with Claude as you refine the academic tone, add transitions between sections, or expand on specific arguments. It's a seamless handoff from research to writing, all within the Microsoft environment. Now let's look at how Claude can help instructors and faculty develop course content. Creating a new course module from scratch or updating an existing one can be time-consuming. Claude Opus's strength in structured, human-quality writing makes it an ideal co-author for academic materials. For course content creation, you have a couple of great options. You can use Copilot Chat with Opus selected from the model dropdown, or use the Researcher agent with Claude active. Choose whichever interface feels most suitable for the task. Type your prompt with the specifics, the topic, student level, and exactly what components you need. Claude will generate a complete structured module, ready for you to review and customize to fit your course and New York Tech's academic standards. Claude returns a fully structured module. Notice how the learning objectives are tied to measurable outcomes. The lecture outline is logically organized, and the discussion questions are designed to prompt genuine critical thinking. This is a strong starting point that you can tailor to your specific course context. Once you have your module, you have two great paths forward. First, open the content into Word and open Copilot from the ribbon. Select Opus from the drop-down to keep working with Claude as you build out your full course document. Or use the PowerPoint agent inside the Copilot app and describe your presentation. Claude is already running automatically in that agent, and it will generate a structured, well-designed slide deck from your outline without you needing to select a model or do any manual formatting. Here's a bonus tip for faculty and staff who want branded presentation-ready output. You can upload your own PowerPoint template directly into the PowerPoint agent. For example, the New York Tech slide templates. Once uploaded, simply tell the agent to use that template and describe the content you need. Claude will generate a fully populated on-brand presentation using your existing slide design, saving you the extra step of reformatting after the fact. And this is just the beginning. You can use Claude to generate rubrics, draft quiz questions at multiple difficulty levels, create accessible summaries of complex readings, build discipline-specific case studies, draft an entire syllabus from a topic outline, and even write course announcement emails, all within your existing Microsoft 365 tools. Claude isn't just for researchers and faculty. University staff, from department coordinators to admissions advisors to HR professionals, can use Claude across the Copilot ecosystem to handle a wide range of administrative tasks faster and with greater consistency. And because Claude is accessible in multiple places, you can use whichever access point fits your workflow best. Email drafting is one of the most immediate time savers. Open Copilot Chat, select Opus from the model dropdown, and ask Claude to draft complex or sensitive communications, like a faculty announcement about a new policy, a response to a student concern, or a follow-up after a committee meeting. Claude's nuanced writing style ensures your message is clear, professional, and appropriately toned. Need to prepare for a committee meeting? Ask Claude to draft a structured agenda from your list of talking points, complete with estimated time for each item. After the meeting, paste in your rough notes and ask Claude to convert them into polished meeting minutes, ready to distribute to your team. For longer, more formal documents, like a departmental AI use policy, onboarding materials for new staff, or standard operating procedures, the Word agent inside the Copilot app is a great choice. Remember, Claude is already running automatically in this agent, so just describe what you need and let it build the document for you. From there, open it in Word and use the in-app Copilot panel to make further refinements. Whether you're a researcher synthesizing a body of literature, a faculty member building course content, or a staff member drafting communications and reports, Claude and Copilot is designed to handle the time-intensive mechanics of knowledge work, so you can invest more of your energy in what truly matters: teaching, discovery, and supporting your students and colleagues. We've included links to Microsoft's official support documentation and Anthropic's integration page in the resources below this video. If you have questions about your access or licensing, ITS is always the best first point of contact. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing how you put these tools to work.